Okay, bros. We're here for your weekly NXT Fix, featuring the ever so popular Bro Ratings. Now, here's your host. Okay, bros. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson. We're here for another episode of your weekly NXT Fix. And this week, NXT brought it back to speed, picked it up a little bit from last week. So we've only got a couple of weeks left. On Thursdays, we wear yellow. We are coming up to the next NXT TakeOver two-night event, Stand and Deliver. And we're going to see, will this TakeOver stand up and will it deliver? Some good action this week on NXT, starting off with Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez versus Zoey Stark and Io Shirai. Can't say enough good things about Dakota, Raquel, and Io. I think anybody who watches this show really knows that. I mean, these three women have held down this division for a better part of 1 year plus. And Zoey Stark, although she's only had a few matches in NXT, very promising here. Couple points to note in this match. Io Shirai did her signature moonsault off the top rope to the outside, taking out Raquel Gonzalez, but that was not enough because Raquel Gonzalez picked up Zoey Stark for the one-armed chokeslam powerbomb combo move, her finisher, and delivers a big boot to Io Shirai's face while holding Zoey Stark, and then slams her down for the 1, 2, 3. Dakota and Raquel are your winners, and after the match, Raquel one-arm chokeslam powerbomb Io. I would like to say through the announce table, but it was more like crashing and breaking her back on top of the announce table. Brutal looking move. Io screaming in pain. And this is a great setup to their championship matchup. So, bros, with that being said, the opening contest on NXT this week gets a 7.7 on the Bro Ratings. Moving on, we show some footage. Adam Cole attacks Kyle O'Reilly at a jiu-jitsu studio. Then, backstage, Kyle O'Reilly's confronted by Roddy Strong, who says both him and Adam can go to hell. There you have it. Undisputed Era completely broken to pieces. What's going to happen when Bobby Fish returns? Our next contest of the night is none other than, I still call him Thick Boy, but the colossal Bronson Reed versus L.A. Knight in his second match in NXT. Pretty good chemistry between these two. L.A. Knight was a little more dominant most of this match. Bronson Reed was climbing up to the top, shoves L.A. Knight off, while L.A. Knight does a very impressive from the ring, from the floor of the ring, jumps up, lands on the top ropes, just from the ring, right on the top ropes. And it was like, whoa. While Bronson Reed, I think, headbutt him or something, knocks him off. And then the match ends in a crazy way without telling you exactly what's going to happen. Your winner of this match was none other than... That's right, boys and girls. Bronson Reed hits the tsunami, gets the 1, 2, 3. Huge upset over L.A. Knight. Bronson Reed, your winner. Shocking pinfall, handing the first defeat to L.A. Knight. And with that being said, bros, this match is going to get a 7.8 on the Bro Ratings. Moving on, Regal announced the Tag Team Championship are now vacant, and we will crown new Tag Team Champions at TakeOver with MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans versus Legado del Fantasma. That could be a show-stealing match right there. Our next contest of the evening was none other than Karrion Kross versus Oney Lorcan. That's right, Oney of the former team called Oney Tui. When, unfortunately, last week we find out Danny Burch separated his shoulder. Well, Oney Lorcan brought the action to this match, hitting Karrion Kross so hard, leaving chop marks all over his chest, slap marks on his face and neck. Kross was all bruised up, but it was Kross in the end that hit the Doomsday Saito suplex and the "it's time, finish him" forearm elbow smash to the back of the head. Oney Lorcan goes down 1, 2, 3. Kross is your winner, and Kross grabs the mic. He says, "Mr. Balor, when the fuse is lit, there's no stopping what's coming to you." And that's me. Well, Balor comes out, of course. And Balor says, "You know what? Last week, you took your best shot, and the prince is still standing. But now, you've showed me your weakness. You're young, and you fight with uncontrollable emotion. So I'm going to drag you out to the deep waters. You're going to drown because I'm cold-blooded and I keep my emotions in check. I've learned to do that over the years. And time is up for you." Oh boy. This is a big-time main event for TakeOver. So, Kross and Oney Lorcan, this match is going to give us a 7.9 on the Bro ratings. Moving on to your 1-minute figure review. Okay, bros. Ready for this figure review? It is Walter! That's right. He made his appearance on the scenes in NXT. Check that bad boy out. Ringside exclusive, Walter. First time in the line from NXT TakeOver New York, where he won the NXT UK Championship. Comes with the soft goods robe, Ring General, with the open hands, interchangeable for those giant Walter chops to the chest. Packaged here in his trademark hands behind the back Imperium pose. And there you see the night he won the championship at TakeOver. Hopefully Walter stays in NXT and doesn't go back to the UK. Now back to me. And we're back! We have a North American Championship update. William Regal says the opportunity to face Johnny Gargano is extended to 12 up-and-coming superstars in NXT, and next week they will all each compete in a Gauntlet Eliminator Battle Royal. So what that means is the first 6 people eliminated are completely out. The remaining 6 people will all be in an eliminator match, a Gauntlet Eliminator match on night 1 of the TakeOver. And how they get eliminated in this Battle Royal next week will determine how they enter the Gauntlet Eliminator match at TakeOver. Now that's a lot to swallow. I went as quick as I could because we could be here all night explaining this. But whoever wins this Gauntlet Eliminator match on night 1 of TakeOver will face Johnny Gargano on night 2 of TakeOver. And let's run down these superstars real quick. Dexter Lumis, Bronson Reed, Leon Ruff, Jake Atlas, Roddy Strong, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Austin Theory, L.A. Knight, Kushida, Tyler Rust, Pete Dunne, and Cameron Grimes. Great field right there. Up next, we have Drake Maverick versus Walter. Oh my Lord. I mean, someone needed to say a lot of prayers just so Drake Maverick could keep his health and well-being after this match. But it was actually a body slam and a power bomb a single leg crab. Referee stopped it basically after the power bomb. Unfortunately, we did not get to see any chops from Walter to Drake Maverick. That was the one thing that myself and probably a lot of other viewers wanted to see. Could Walter actually chop one of Drake Maverick's nipples off? The world may never know. So after this match, something very interesting happens. Well, Ciampa arrives. Looking gray as ever. Why that guy started growing out his hair is mind-blowing. He is looking 65 years old or more every day since growing this hair out. We need to start a petition, bros. Someone, get Ciampa to cut his hair, go back to bald and the beard, and he'll be fine. So Ciampa comes out and says, Walter, you've got something that intrigues me, that NXT UK Championship. Well, Walter says, you want to face me at TakeOver? I accept. They beat him down, Imperium beats him down, they rip his shirt off, and Walter chops him, knocks him to the ground, rips his necklace off, throws it down, stomps on it. He's yelling and screaming and speaking German. Or I believe it was German, and cursing at him probably, who knows. But we get Walter versus Ciampa on night 1 of TakeOver. So with that being said, bros, it was a body slam and a powerbomb. Not too happy with this squash match. We're going to give this one a 6.7 on the bro ratings. Moving on, the Robert Stone brand. Robert Stone is shown paying off Mercedes Martinez to team with Aliyah because Jessie Kamea was injured during training. Makes sense. Then Johnny Gargano looking for Mr. Regal to explain himself. He says, Regal, what are we doing? With all due respect, are you cuckoo bananas? Line of the night, boys and girls. That was Johnny Gargano's firing on all comedic cylinders right now. And his big complaint was, you know what? I'm only going to have 24 hours to study my opponent. That's not fair. I need more time. And William Regal says, well, you do have more time. All you have to do is just study all the competitors in the Battle Royal. So Gargano has to study 12 people now. Could make for some interesting TV next week. Then our next contest was the Women's Tag Team Championship match. We've got Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon, the defending champions, versus Mercedes Martinez and Aliyah of the Robert Stone brand. At one point in time during this match, Robert Stone was freaking out so much, he's on the ring apron, picks up his shoe and throws it on the ground at the referee, and Beth Phoenix delivers the iconic Austin Powers. Honestly, who throws a shoe? She didn't do that kind of accent, but that was classic stuff. So good there. The match wasn't the greatest with what I believe is at least 3 out of these 4 competitors are top NXT female competitors here. Maybe it was a little rushed. I don't know. But in the end, Shotzi took out Mercedes on the outside. Ember Moon hit the devastating Eclipse on Aliyah for the 1, 2, 3. Shotzi and Ember retain the titles and are confronted backstage by Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. So this could be your next challengers takeover, possibly. With this being said, this match is getting a 7.6 on the bro ratings. Moving on, Cameron Grimes talking to Roddy Strong backstage about buying the intellectual property of the Undisputed Era, all while wearing a maroon suit. If this is not the modern day $1 Million Man, I don't know what is. Good stuff right there. Cameron Grimes continues to impress. The guy's hilarious. And then our next contest, we have Jordan Devlin versus Kushida. And you know what? We need to give these guys more than 8 minutes or whatever it was that they got. Let these guys go at least 10, 15. 20 would be even better. Give these guys a takeover match. I know Jordan Devlin's got to get his stuff settled first with Santos Escobar. But fantastic stuff. At one point in time, Kushida slides out of the ring. Jordan Devlin, as he jumps up to avoid the slide, hits the second rope, does a picture-perfect moonsault to the outside. Kushida working over Devlin's arm. Devlin looked great. And Santos Escobar, Legado del Fantasma come down. Kushida ends up taking out Legado del Fantasma. And then Jordan Devlin rolls him up with a unbelievable bridge pinning combination. 1, 2, 3. Jordan Devlin is your winner. Just need a little more time, but it was fantastic. Great stuff there. And at the end of the match, we hear, oh, Sean, I'm just a sexy boy music playing. The crowd goes banana. And Shawn Michaels comes out on NXT TV without saying one word, looks at Jordan Devlin, looks at Santos Escobar, slides out a ladder from under the ring, slides it in the ring in between the two of them, and says, so there you have it. We have a Cruiserweight Championship unification ladder match similar to that of HBK versus Razor Ramon. Wow. Good stuff right there, bros. I mean, that just really upped the ante of that match. So, Jordan Devlin and Kushida is going to get an 8.2 on the bro ratings. Moving on, our final segment here, William Regal. We're going to call this in-ring. It was at the top of the stage. William Regal has Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly there for a contract signing. If you haven't seen Adam Cole speak on the microphone before, watch this segment. The guy delivers a fire promo, even calling Kyle O'Reilly a poor lapdog because he's so undeserving of any opportunity in NXT. Well, William Regal announced that this match will be an unsanctioned match, so NXT will not be held liable for whatever they do to each other in the co-main event for Night 2 of TakeOver. They both signed. They're about to go at it, but are held back as the show goes off air. Great stuff. Watch this promo if you haven't. We're going to give this one an 8.0 on the bro rating. I can't say enough good things about this feud. You know it's going to be a great match. These guys have had great matches in Ring of Honor, and I'm really looking forward to how Kyle O'Reilly delivers this match versus Adam Cole, baby. So keep an eye out for this on TakeOver Night 2. So there you have it. Your match of the night is Kushida versus Jordan Devlin. And with that being said, we had 7 matches or in-ring segments, giving us an average of 7.70. Little improvement for last week. Pretty solid NXT weekly episode all around. And predictions for next week. What is going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen next week on NXT. You have a Battle Royal. And let's see if we can pick out the 6 people that will enter the Gauntlet Eliminator match. Gonna be Dexter Lumis. It's definitely gonna be Roddy Strong. It's probably gonna be LA Knight. I gotta put my boy Kushida in there. I definitely think Pete Dunne has a good chance, and we're going to throw a wild card in there. Cameron Grimes, the modern-day $1 million man. There's your 6 people entering the Gauntlet Eliminator match. And for you bros, tonight only, we have predictions for TakeOver Night 1. And next week will be predictions for TakeOver Night 2. Or predictions. Wow. All right. Well, here's what's going to happen on TakeOver Night 1. We know the 6 competitors going to be in the Gauntlet Eliminator match. But your winner, it's not going to be Cameron Grimes. It's not going to be Kushida. It's not even going to be L.A. Knight. It's not going to be Roddy Strong. And it's not going to be Dexter Lumis. So your winner will be Pete Dunne. You heard it here first. Then, Tag Team Championship match. Your winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions. Formerly, soon to be NXT's number one. Now they will be NXT's number one. The Grizzled Young Veterans will defeat MSK and Legado del Fantasma. And then, NXT UK Championship. Gotta give it up for my boy Walter. Will defeat Tommaso Ciampa. Perhaps with some Timothy Thatcher interference there. Maybe forming the Ring Camp Supergroup again. Who knows? And in the main event, night one of TakeOver, your winner for the NXT Women's Championship will be Io Shirai will defeat Raquel Gonzalez. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. And I'll see you next week. Your weekly NXT Fix. Later, bros.